Good morning. How are we doing? If you're coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, drop a replay. So you may have seen, you may not have seen, but Olivia Reeves, 21-year-old, studying in America, won gold at the Olympics in weightlifting. And the reason this is quite significant is, one, I don't think America have done that well in women's weightlifting since it's started, since it's been competed. There's been a bit of a lull in there, and it's relatively new for the Olympics. But two, she trains half as much as many of her competitors. Two, she trains with her sister, who's also a competitive weightlifter, has that, which was interesting. Three, she was asked, like, does she change anything, games? She's just like, no, I just do what I do every time I train. I trust that I show up, I keep consistent, so whether I'm at home in the gym or whether I just go and be on stage at the Olympics lifting, I just go into autopilot, trust that I've done the work already. And I think there's many lessons on this, in that, number one, sometimes you can get away with doing a lot less of what you think once you know what works for you. And I think that's exciting. Of course, yeah, people have better genetics than others, but it's about finding what works for you. Two, when you put in the reps, as she says, 4 times a week, every week, consistent, doing the work, following the plan, it's then autopilot. Whenever she does it then goes into autopilot. And I think there's a lot of power in that, in that quite often when we do a diet, trying to get stronger, fitness, kickstart, whatever, is that, don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for pushing a bit harder. But really, we've got to think about consistency over time that will get us results. There's going to be times where we push harder, push less. That will be part of every training program, every nutrition program. But they're fine-tuned. They're small parts of a bigger picture of being consistent, finding something that we can be consistent with over time to get the results that we want. And I think it's a good reminder not to just think, oh, I've messed up, I'll just screw it, I'll just sabotage it. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where things don't go your way, you set out, and then you give in to the odd biscuit there, the odd thing there. But actually, that moment in itself won't do any harm. It's your thoughts about it. It's your thoughts that maybe you think that one won't hurt, so you have multiple ones. Maybe you think that one will really hurt, so you go in and go, well, I've had one, I might as well have 10, when we know that that's not logical. It's a bit like getting a flat tire and thinking, I've got one flat tire, I might as well get 4. We just don't do that, right? So I think you can take a lot of messages, stories, inspiration from stories like that. 21, still studying, weightlifter, wins gold. And like I said, she's training half as much as a lot of her competitors, but very consistently. And she's all about balance. That balance allows her to be consistent. And I think we can take a lot of lessons from that. Anyway, I hope that helps this morning. Have an awesome day. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy, hopefully not the last few days of summer. And I'll see you soon.